Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all. If you are interested in taking a drive with us, we invite you to come on in. Let's hop in the car. We're going to drive through town and go look at some real estate today. I'm Joe Park with Avi Becker.
What's up, guys? So stoked to be back.
The dream team's in the car, and today we're driving through Montecito. The way we do it here is we're going to take you on a tour through the community and into three properties. Today is what we're aiming to get into. We're going to do a little mix, and we're going to try and see some stuff on the beach, starting with a condo on the beach, and then there's a house on the beach. So hopefully we could get through that one and bring you guys along inside as well for the tour, and finish it off probably with something over in the hedgerow area. So keeping it relatively low. And if for some reason one of these don't work out, I do have a fourth option that we might sneak into with some great views. So lots of opportunities to get into homes. Today we're going to be all about Montecito. As you can tell right now, Coast Village Road. Great spot, some great restaurants here, huh? You've had some good dinners.
Coast Village Road, if you haven't been here before, definitely add this to your hit list next time you're in Santa Barbara or Montecito. Still need to try Barloo.
Yeah.
Have you tried that, Joe?
Have not yet.
Okay, we got to put that on our list. We're coming up to as well on the left, Clark's. That's a newer spot. Really highly recommend that oyster bar.
Lilac right over here.
Mm-hmm.
So good. They have it's actually right up here. That's Ronald's Bakery. Yeah. But Lilac up here is a gluten-free designated bakery, all 100% gluten-free. And there's one downtown, but this one actually serves dinner too, so kind of special.
Serves dinner?
Yeah.
What? Okay, I learn something new from you every day, because I go to Lilac. That's the one downtown walking distance from my house, but
that place is
we
great.
Gotta get that on our list.
That's our go-to, because Caitlin's got celiac, so we always go in there.
What's your favorite item on the dinner menu there?
We haven't done that for dinner.
Okay.
We do the downtown one for brunch usually. Like on Sunday we'll go there. We just went with my mom on Sunday, and I had a killer California Benedict. But no, I'm excited to try the dinner there.
Nice. Honor Bar on our right. That's a classic. That place is always busy, always churning. That's a great quick casual lunch or dinner spot.
Yeah, but that's lifestyle here in Montecito. You've got these great villages that are really attractive to come out, park your car, walk, have a meal, check out the people, go into some shops. Part of the lifestyle here. And also part of the lifestyle is the beach. And they have a really great gated community of condos that house two different associations, Montecito Shores and Bonnymead. If you're familiar with the channel, you've been here before, you know I've been in these before. One time recently we had a video of just condos in this beach community right here. So we're going to start off today going in there, but we're showing you all kinds of properties. We even did a video of under $1 million in Santa Barbara. Like, what can you get in Santa Barbara? A lot of people don't believe you can get into the Santa Barbara market for under $1 million, but you can, and we had a whole video of properties under $1 million.
Yep. I have a great listing right now that's active for $829, a 2-bedroom condo that's walking distance from a lot of the great things in kind of the upper State Street area. But yeah, I mean, people definitely have that idea that everything in Santa Barbara is $5 million, everything in Montecito is $10 million. There's a range of stuff, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. There's mobile homes. We have a mobile home under contract, and we have even an amazing Montecito estate under contract. So I think that's, it's good to talk to a professional that knows how to do a little bit of everything. And there's nothing that's really too big or too small for us. We love just helping people no matter the situation.
Yeah, 100%. So, all right, we made it here. We're going to go through the gates. You got the Coral Casino over there, the beach, Butterfly Beach, one of the best. And I've really grown to I've got some clients that have reached out from the channel here. That's one of the reasons why we make these videos, is to give you guys not only a good idea of what this community's like, but also give you guys some professionals to get to know through the comfort of your own home or wherever you're watching us. And then when the time's right, if it feels right, reach out to us and let's start talking about your situation, just like this couple did that is really interested in this community. So we're working on trying to find them something in here to give it kind of a test run to see if this is the place for them. And if it is, then perhaps they're going to buy something in here. And that's what the channel is all about. So subscribe if you haven't yet. If this is a new experience, if you just came across this, we're putting it out every Saturday and taking you on these driving tours where you really get to get in the car with us and go on broker caravan tour. It's a real exclusive kind of private experience that most people don't get to have unless they come across a channel like this.
If it's a cloudy, rainy day, wherever you're watching this, just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the ocean right at the steps of this listing. I mean, you could literally go for a swim or a beach walk every day, every night, watch the sunrise from your basically front patio, especially this one I believe has ocean views right out the front.
I would have to jump in the ocean every day if I lived here.
You have to. I feel like it would, it's a requirement when you're just literally steps from it. There's an outdoor shower probably that's in the community. Don't even have to get sand into your unit.
Yeah, in the wintertime, you consider it the cold plunge. I mean, it's still pretty chilly now, but not as bad as it will get in the winter.
Totally. You don't have to pay for a $800 plunge bucket thing. They're even more than that. They're like $1,500 for the nice ones.
You can get some really nice one for like $5,000, I think.
Yeah.
Some really nice ones. But all right, let's go check it out. Oh, you know what? Real quick, let me give you some details on this.
So, Good. Keep it recording.
Yeah, real quick here. We've got 1363 Plaza Pacifica. We've got a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, just under 1,000 square feet, oceanfront. They're looking to get $4,950,000 for this. So right off the bat here, this is going to be a smaller place, but that oceanfront location is obviously going to increase the price, the value of it.
I think it's a 2-bedroom, right? Or it's a one bed? Oh, wow.
1 bed.
What is
bathrooms?
Oh, bath. That's 2.
Yeah, 2 baths.
Most of them are 2 beds. That's just kind of a unique floor plan, right?
Yeah, and they're really looking to make some coin because they bought this for $1,900,000 in January of 2020. So they've held it for 5 years, and now we're looking at a price point of $4,950,000. I think they probably also upgraded it, but let's go take a look.
Right before COVID.
All right, everyone. Here we go. Let's go check out what the ocean's looking like. Hey. So this is the unit right here. There's their patio. And then here's the front row status. But you've got this nice little buffer, little barrier. So I guess that might protect you if the ocean ever got angry. Looking back towards Santa Barbara. Let's go see what this one's looking like inside. All right, nice tall door. Immediately you got your kitchen over here. But first, let me show you what's on the other side of this door. Powder room. Really nice tile. I like that. Circular pattern. It's like a scallop pattern.
It'd be nice. She said it's 2 bath. Yeah.
Big Melee fridge with freezer. Solid surface countertops. Little window to look out while you're cooking. Say hi to the neighbors. Lots of light. I really like what they did with the bar. They've got sort of this live edge that's been smoothed out. So this is a 1-bedroom, small little compact beach unit. Nice tall ceilings, probably about 9-foot ceilings. Really fun mirror there, more rustic wood around it, and then another great tile detail in here. Big shower, dual sinks. You got the one closet, recessed lighting.
They stay in families for generations. I'm just gonna tell them.
And then this room here, full of light, and then it's got mirrors on the back so that you get a really nice reflection of that light.
What's the budget?
And here's your neighbors there, and the patio space. And what a day. Okay. All right. One down. That was a quick and easy one. Gosh, it was really small, huh?
Yep.
But that location is stellar. We will see how they do with that one. Initial reaction is that it's a little ambitious, I think, in the price, but it is also a very rare thing. We've talked about this before. Although the last time we looked at a place oceanfront, it's still available. It also seemed a little ambitious, but I think that one is a 2-bedroom in the 6s, maybe high 6s.
Good amount of inventory in this complex. I feel like more inventory. I mean, there's more inventory everywhere than there's been in past years, but in this complex specifically, I don't know the exact number, but it seems like there's at least 5, 6, 7 listings available.
They're moving when they're priced right.
Yep. That's just when you're a 1-bedroom, it's just like your whole buyer pool is impacted because a lot of people, at least even if they're, let's say, a retiree, they want to be able to host somebody in a private room, and 1-bedroom definitely just cuts down the buyer pool. But
if you don't want to host someone, you get the 1-bedroom because it's like, sorry, you can't stay at my place. I only got a 1-bedroom.
Good point.
It's like a great way to make sure you bar anybody from staying the night.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to go look
next?
at, so this is the one that I'm a little bit wondering if we're going to be able to go through and film it. Because sometimes on these tours, you'll see that when I go through, I ask if I could film for my YouTube channel, and I usually get a yes, but sometimes the answer is no. And I just have a gut feeling that I'm a 50-50 on this one if we're going to get in. But if we do get in, it's in a great little spot that we don't see properties for sale very often on this.
Sure.
There's not much. It's very hard to get a place on the sand here in the Santa Barbara area. There's not many developments or many stretches or streets that give you options to be on the sand. Like we just saw, that was oceanfront, but you could tell, we had that weird kind of driveway thing between us and the seawall, and then of course there's the seawall. So even that being oceanfront, you're not on the sand.
Yep. And
this one I think is.
This one is on the sand. There's a handful of properties that are a little bit more basically north of this one, where they're very like much up and down, stacked, and your neighbor is basically right next to you. This one, it's still a smaller property, 3-bed, 3-bath, but it seems like you have a little bit more bluff space. It's not, it's single level. It's not all stacked on top of each other. Yeah. So I feel like this one could be pretty hot. Someone's going to do a big renovation to it if they buy it. It looks very original condition, but great A+ location for someone who just loves the beach.
Posilipo. It's an interesting little street. Just south of the Miramar, the Rosewood Miramar, is this little area, and it's just tucked away just before you get down to Summerlin. It's like almost that last little stretch of beach there before Summerlin. All right, everyone. We were not able to tour that home on video, so we did go through it. Rustic little single wall construction, like Avi said, 1919. It looked every bit of that era. There was a little bit of update in the kitchen, but beyond that, it was definitely a throwback in time.
Yep.
But so basically, there is some hesitation with some agents to have us film because of privacy issues. I get that. And also sometimes when someone's purchased a home like that, they want to try to get information about the home they just bought off the internet. And so she's concerned about having YouTube videos languishing out there after the listing she sells. So basically not going to be filming her listings, it sounds like.
Yep, but that one, if you want information, we told the address. You can Google it and take a look at the photos. There maybe is a video out there if you want to see what 1919 redwood construction looks like right on the beach. It's been in the same family since the early 1900s. So since it was built, it sounds like it's been in the same family, which is crazy.
That is
over
nuts.
100 years in the family. Good purchase by whoever bought that 100 years ago or built that 100 years ago.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I wonder what that plot of land cost in 1919. Maybe $20 and
I don't know, but I'm sure they're having some great bonfires on the beach down there.
For sure.
All right, so we're going to go into the Hedgerow neighborhood, one of the more popular neighborhoods in Montecito because you've got great access to the villages. You don't have to get way up high into the foothills. the higher fire areas, and you could also even sometimes walk to the beach. And some of these even have a little underpass, like a little drainage thing that you could navigate and hike through if you want under the freeway. But right now we're gonna go see this bad boy.
We're checking out 99 La Vuelta Road. This one is priced at $6,449. It's been on the market 1 day. This is brand new to market. And we are looking at a 3.5 bath, 5 bed, built in 1927, but looks like it's updated. Can't see when it was updated, but obviously since then. Last sold in 2016 for $805,000. Crazy to think of a property in this neighborhood.
805.
I wonder.
Wait, when did it
right?
sell? No.
Oh, sorry, that's 1998. I looked 616, but yeah, back in 1998. So I was like, that can't be right. Yeah, so back in before the 2000s.
When were you born, Navi?
95.
Okay, so you were 3
years old. Should have bought this for
Dang,
$800,000. What was I doing?
Shoulda.
Just learning how to move.
Yeah, you were worried about trying to figure out. Yeah, what? Maybe not even the ABCs yet, huh?
No. Yeah. So let's see what else is interesting about this one. Okay, so nestled in the heart of Montecito is this distinguished 1920s estate, once owned by Lori Saunders of Petticoat Junction. Have you heard of that? I don't know.
I think that's an old actress, an
Okay.
old TV show back in the day.
Graces nearly 3/4 of an acre, seamlessly blending privacy, luxury, and timeless charm. The main residence features 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, where French doors open to tranquil gardens, a versatile studio, and a dedicated vegetable garden.
Ooh.
Avocado and assorted fruit trees enrich the grounds, adding to the estate's serene ambiance. Separate 1-bed, 1-bath guest house further enhances the property, which also offers ample space for a pool or pickleball court. So no pool. Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. So this one's, we're looking under $7 million. So that's a nice price point for this little
Nice to
neighborhood.
have a guest house as well at that price, but no pool, but room for one. Let's see wonder how much fruit they got in those fruit gardens.
Check it out. Peaceful street view of 99 La Vuelta. Motor court here. Single level Spanish, graced by some nice oak trees, palm trees, sycamores in the distance. You can hear the songbirds up ahead, letting us know it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here. I like how they got the shade, especially on a day like today. We're pushing 80 degrees plus in Santa Barbara today, which is definitely hotter than normal. All right, here we go. Look at this beautiful entry. Rustic, old world, exposed beams with the rough finish. And a little bit of paint left on there. Makes it look like it's been here forever. And then these beautiful oak floors, original on the floor. Still there. Beautiful fireplace. Look at the old heater.
That was his.
And then here's a nice kind of patio extension, little sunroom, tons of light. Look at this nice little gathering area here. Nice little wet bar zone. And then here's our formal dining room, really good size. Fireplace in here as well, French doors going out to that front patio. Here's one of our bathrooms. That looks a little uneven, but it's all right. It's an old house. This is a bedroom here. Sometimes I gotta jump around given the people in the house. Don't really get to go the way I exactly want to, but that's how these tours roll. Okay, so get our bearings.
It's super easy to show.
All right, so we just did a circle, bathroom, bedroom, dining room, and then here's our kitchen. Nice and bright here, got the tile countertops looking out to that statue, big Buddha statue out there. The wood floors extend in here. You got a little bit of butcher block countertop, but a quaint little kitchen. Some custom tile on the backsplash here, and a sitting area to sit at the bar there for a couple seats. Okay, a little pantry, side access, closet, more ingress egress to get indoors, outdoors easily here. Nice little stained glass there in the water closet. All right, let's see on the other side of the house. I'm gonna make my way back over there. Okay, I made it to the other side of that living room to give you these other bedrooms here. So here's one of them. This is looking sort of like our main bedroom. Got a sitting area, beautiful arch there coming into this room. And then access to a garden patio with a spa I just took a look at, so I'll go show you that once we're done in here. More artwork outside, that's a fun statue as well. Water closet. Okay, this bedroom's got a skylight. Is it a bedroom? 2 rooms, neither of which have closets. Extensions of that room. All right, so I think we've seen this side, and that makes up for the house, minus the guest unit it looks like over there. But real quickly, let's just cruise around this yard space. What's nice about it is that the property pretty much just goes to this wall, but you've got all this space behind. I don't know what that is, but it's nice and open right now, and it's been like that for a long time. And then over here, looks like a studio. Couple big steps up, nice art studio. And you got some area there that looked like at one time was probably thriving with some gardening. Over here is the avocado orchard. Half dozen avocado trees or so. And then that's that spa. Okay, there's that door from the main bedroom out to the spa area. Now I want to go find the guest unit above the garage. So let's cut back across here. I hear the freeway a little bit in the background, not that bad, but you're only about maybe a block or 2 from the freeway as the crow flies. So going by this fountain, oh, I can hear some banging. I wonder if that's construction of the freeway. Really large Buddha. Okay, all right, found the garage. Ooh, I'm gonna go through it. Workshop. Laundry. Okay, looks like maybe that's where you would access this unit if someone was living here more full-time maybe. Looking back at the house, I see solar panels, Spanish tile roof, and our guest unit. Bathroom here. Can hear the train going by. All right. Lovely place. There we go. Hedgerow, Montecito. Nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, getting out of the hedgerow. You can see this neighborhood just runs right along Jameson here. So we are relatively close to the freeway. That house was about a block from it. I think that the single level and the Spanish style character, that location of a hedgerow neighborhood, of course the school district will be attractive to some. It still feels a little ambitious on price. I think we're agreeing on that a little bit. What do you think?
I do like how it's farther enough away from the freeway. When you're in the back, you don't hear any noise, but that is going to be a big project for someone. You know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of things found. You could just kind of tell that there's a lot of deferred maintenance. Probably be a lot of additional things found during an inspection, and it would be, you know, a lot of time and patience and money to renovate that into what it should be.
Yeah.
And one thing too, there's that big back lot, so it kind of seems like it's private towards the back, but that is owned by some guy who lives in LA apparently, and that could potentially be developed, and that would be a tough situation to live through a project in your backyard. So that's definitely, sometimes when those properties, they back up to like a preserved space, or if they, you know, preferably own the back lot, you get to control it, but not there. So I think that's definitely going to impact the price.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's one thing with real estate. Like you can only control so much. Like for example, we've got this place in escrow on the Mesa that the house directly across the street from it, it's an ocean view home, and the house directly across the street is single level, but the next 3 up have all been turned into 2-story homes. And the reason why this home that we're in escrow on is an ocean view is because that one's single level. And of course, at any point in time, they could, you know, start making plans to go 2 stories, and then that's going to impact the view. And you don't really have, like, you could kind of raise your hand and be like, no, this impacts me, but ultimately I think they'll be able to get away with it. So it's just, that's part of the real estate game, is trying to anticipate what does the future hold with this particular property, and, you know, kind of looking at then like what's the potential of the neighbors.
Yeah.
And then how will that impact this property?
One thing that's cool, I've been learning on this one that we have in escrow in Montecito, is that there's view easements at a lot of Montecito properties. I wonder if potentially that happens in the Mesa too, where basically you're legally not allowed to grow your vegetation into the neighbor's view, and the neighbor legally has to trim their vegetation and not block their view up to like a certain amount of height. So basically your neighbor can't grow big trees for privacy that obstruct your view. That's literally an easement in the legal documents, so you'll always be able to, you know, see a little bit, crop the trees and see through the trees, which I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I think mainly it becomes a thing when people are able to control the properties around them, and when they own the property, put kind of deed restrictions on them about views or about 2 stories and things like that. But there might be some other kind of general neighborhood ordinances, especially in more organized pockets of neighborhoods that get developed kind of as a little mini enclave almost. And then in the doing that as a kind of a group, they're able to put in some of these kind of CC&Rs, or covenants and conditions. Some regulations to kind of monitor that.
Got it.
So we're going to go, this last one that we're going to sneak in because we didn't get into the beach house, which is all right. I mean, it was a rustic little place. It was on the sand, but for $12.5 million, that was going to be a shocker. But this one here, we've had 2, I think, that have been a little ambitious in price on this video, but you're going to want to stick around because we're going to see some incredible views up on Via Alicia. And this one feels a little bit more in line with values because it's what, just about 4.5?
Yep, 4.25, 425.
Okay.
Sold last in 2021 for 2,775. So maybe they've updated it since then. That was in May of 2021. We got a 3-bed, 3-bath. It's a townhouse, I believe.
Yeah, but these are freestanding.
Yep.
I think. Actually, you know what? I thought that last time, and then there might be a little bit of shared wall.
Yeah. 2,800, a little bit over that, 2,800 square feet, built in 1991. So for Santa Barbara, that's, compared to the other ones we've seen, that's one of the newest ones we've seen today. Let's see. So located within desirable Loma Alicia enclave and within top-rated Cold Spring School District, this beautifully updated home offers sweeping views of the ocean, mountain, harbors, and city. The ocean view photo looks sweet. You get to look kind of right at the harbor, which is a great positioning to be in. Yeah,
you'll see all the city at night, all the twinkling lights.
Yeah, firework action on 4th of July. Privately situated in a serene setting, just minutes from both Montecito and downtown Santa Barbara, it combines peaceful living with everyday convenience. The thoughtfully designed floor plan features a bedroom on the main level, ideal for guests, a home office, or multi-generational living, along with 2 additional bedrooms upstairs. Inside, you'll find beautiful hardwood floors, formal living room filled with natural light, and a cozy den just off the kitchen, perfect for casual living or quiet evenings at home. Let's take a look at what the fees are here. The association fees, they're pretty expensive, but I mean, you know, for a luxury community like this, it makes sense.
They have a pool, right? They have a pool and maybe a little clubhouse. They might take care of the exterior maintenance too.
Yeah, the fees are $1,925, and those fees include insurance, common area maintenance, exterior maintenance. I don't believe it takes care of any of the utilities, but you have exterior maintenance for the property, and then I do believe there is a pool as well.
Nice.
It shows that.
The pictures, I remember flipping through the pictures. I think it did. It showed a nice shot of it. So
yeah, this one's been on the market just a little bit over a week, so pretty new to market relatively. Yeah.
There's another one up there that we've toured before. I think it might be real close to this one.
Is that the one that just got price reduced?
Yes.
Yeah. That one had all the Japanese art and stuff.
I think so.
So that's the same community?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder what that one has been price reduced to. If it's now they're kind of, when 2 properties come in on the same community, they kind of have to battle it out in terms of price and positioning.
Yeah, that's what happens in a downturning market, like the dynamics of it. And I would say that we're kind of a little bit in a downturning market, but
At least a stagnant market for sure.
Yeah, it's stagnant. But there's definitely some properties that are still pushing the boundaries. But in general, in a downturning market, things take longer to sell. So then you have more competition. You got the most eager seller who gets the most aggressive, that sets the new bar. Buyers start seeing this trend take place. And if they don't have a personal sense of urgency, they start to think like, well, I'll have even more opportunities coming up next week, and probably a more aggressive seller that's going to drop the price. So there becomes this little bit of like, oh, wait and see what happens as they start getting rewarded by doing that and seeing new opportunities at a lower price. So then that stagnation then needs to be addressed by offering a lower price to get that activity pointed at you, right? You're trying to get the attention of the buyers out there as a seller. So that whole dynamic then can start bringing a market value down in general.
Yeah, and I think what a lot of sellers have to realize, like we were kind of talking about some of the other ones in this video that to us were a little higher priced, that they've heard these stories of their friends, family members who sold not that long ago, 2022, 2023, where they pick a pretty ambitious price and then it gets hammered with offers. It goes over that price, and what they have to realize is the inventory and the level of demand is not the same as then.
Right.
You know, at a 3% interest rate, when markets were at all-time highs, when people were just absolutely going bananas to have more space, work from home, being able to work from wherever they wanted to. Just there were so many people moving during COVID and during that post-COVID market. People really could kind of put whatever price they wanted to and at least get it done in a reasonable time period. And it's just, even though that was not that long ago, it's just a completely different market. So
yeah,
you act like it's that market, you're just going to sit.
Yeah, it's close enough in the rearview mirror that it's still affecting people's decisions, but it is definitely not the situation that we're experiencing anymore. And that market had so many buyers, like there was probably 5 buyers for every single listing on the market. And right now it's starting to transition where it's more like there's, you know, maybe 1 buyer for every 3 listings on the market.
Exactly, I think. I'll go left here.
Oh yeah, that is it. Skirt.
Watch that curb.
As this trend continues, there could be some really good opportunities in it, you know, because that's when you start seeing some of these sellers who are ready to make a move. They've been on the market for a while. You know, we're identifying those ones as potentials that you might not be able to see on face value, the opportunities there, but through the back channels of talking to the listing agent, understanding the history of the property, you know, we can maybe get some insights and lend that expertise to you guys. That's how we bring value to your search. As you start to talk with us and start sharing what you're looking for, what your goals are, and we start honing in on certain properties, then we're starting to study the backstory and share that information to give you guys a best possible position to be in to maneuver towards making an offer, getting a good deal, and getting the right timing on something.
Yeah, and one thing I'll add to that is just because not everybody is buying a home right now like they were a couple years ago, doesn't mean it's a bad time to buy a home. If it makes sense for your situation, for example, one of our clients who are under contract, we just got them a $60,000 price reduction in the purchase price of their house, and I mean 2 or 3 years ago that would be unheard of. You know, there was no way you're going to be able to negotiate off the top, especially if there's 2 or 3 or 10 groups waiting in backup position. So yeah, there's less people buying a house, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good time. If it makes sense for you, you're going to have a lot more leverage than you would have if you were shopping a couple of years ago.
100%. That's a good point. All right, we made it. Via Alicia up here at the top. We're going to see some spectacular views from up here. Let's go ahead.
Check it.
Park it and go see what this one's looking like. All right, here's what the motor court is looking like out here up at the top of Via Alicia. Now, this one I filmed 125 already, and so now these are attached. But look at this. So now the neighbors for sale, you could pick up both of these for about $8.5 million and have like a duplex up here. Okay, look at this nice little shady courtyard area that you enter in. All right, as we enter, you're greeted by this grand staircase. Nice, tall, vaulted entry. I'm looking at the powder room down there. And before we head to our right to see the house, let's just catch this section. Laundry. Garage. Got a nice sink in here as well, so that's good utility. 2 steps down, a bathroom. Beautiful tile, really cool bubble light fixtures. And then look at this bedroom. Got a beautiful window seat, nice clean, looks pretty freshly painted. Built-ins for closet. Little coat closet going past, and then another couple steps down. Another big, huge vault in this room. Beautiful living room, tons of light. You get to look across the canyon at the view. We'll go look at that after we get done with the interior here. Okay, here's a kitchen. Cooktop, granite. Look at, I can't really get the view to work with the blinds there, but you can see the city and looking at the landmarks out there. Okay, quaint little kitchen.
Yeah.
Secondary living room here. It's kind of the family room. Fireplace. Looks like you got access to that front courtyard area. Nice dining room. Lots of light. Before we go upstairs, let's get a load of this. So next door, they've got, I think, a little better shot of the view because of that hedge here. But we've got a much better mountain view. Look at that. All you have to do is come out here a little ways. Bring it all in. So there's our beautiful city of Santa Barbara. harbor, downtown. Looking back at this place here, opportunity to own both of these. Can you imagine? You'd have an HOA fee of 19 times 2. Let's see what they did up here. Some interesting art. The landing's got a little loft. Like all the book storage, bookcases. Nice guest bedroom. Got a Juliet balcony, some views of mountains off this side window. Got a walk-in closet there. And a dedicated bathroom. Nice tile, marble. And there's that primary. Great mountain views in here as well. Like looking across Sycamore Canyon over there to the Riviera. Ooh. Wow, this is the wow room of the house. That is nice. So, beautiful dual sinks with the marble tile going all the way up. This is a wonderful tub. You're gonna get a little view as well. Glass enclosed shower. Water closet, clothes closet. Wow, look at that. And you wake up in the morning, do a little weather check. Perfect timing. Okay, I think we've seen it. All right, real quick, let's check out the pool area for this association. Okay, they got bathrooms and a beautiful ocean view pool deck here, or city view, I should say. But once you get out here to this picnic table, you'll see some more of the ocean, but definitely more just a city view. Nice little community feature though. One more shot here. This is the entry into this community from up here at the top to get your perspective. Even though it's hazy, I don't know if you can make that out, but that's like Carpinteria and Ventura down there. All right, everyone, making our way off the hill. That was an interesting one. Definitely gonna get you away from the freeway and get you up into some peace and quiet, huh? No traffic.
So nice to be tucked away here, and for being an HOA community, you definitely pay for it, but you really don't feel like a traditional HOA. I bet you're gonna get that pool all to yourself whenever you want it. Very private. Yeah, great situation for someone who wants some of the ease of the HOA, taking care of things. Like it looks like they probably even do that front yard and they do all the landscaping, but they want the kind of complete privacy and feel almost of a house.
Yeah, I could see people owning in there as part-time residents. And if you have a unique situation where there's two of you, maybe family, extended family, best friends, want to live next door to each other, have your Santa Barbara second home, your vacation home next to your best friend. There's two available right now. So
Next door neighbors for sale.
I don't think someone's going to buy both of them just to have two, but I could see someone with a good friend or a family member taking them both out. That would be super fun.
Could you buy both and then cut out a little secret passageway?
100%.
And make a big one.
Yeah, they combine them, turn it into
funny.
one. I'm sure someone's done something like that, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens with those. They're, that's a prime example of where you could get two sellers kind of battling each other for the attention of the buyers, and that's how prices can get whittled away sometimes.
For sure.
But yeah, well, I mean, I think today's been an interesting tour. We definitely saw some stuff that I think all in all felt a little bit ambitious in price, but that's not too uncommon for this area. And we'll definitely keep an eye out then and see what happens with those. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love hearing what everybody's favorite or least favorite or their opinions are. So if you have an opinion about any of the homes that we saw, we love reading the comments, responding to the comments. Joe's really good about jumping in the comments, and I'll try to jump back in too. We love hearing from you guys. As always, if you're reaching out, whether you want to go see a house with us, whether you have a house in town and you just want the price opinion, we just love connecting from everybody from YouTube. And the more that you engage with us, subscribe and like, the more that we get to reach other people who are looking for this type of content. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been amazing. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the channel's other videos. In addition to these drive along, which there's a ton of, there's also some nice deep dives into the different neighborhoods in town. So maybe you want to study what those look like to really hone in on the ones that fit your lifestyle. You'll find a ton of different style videos all about the neighborhoods and the community here in Santa Barbara. And check out Avi Becker's channel as well, because in addition to real estate updates, he also has a lot of great videos about the town, restaurants, businesses, you know, different things that have attracted him over his time here in Santa Barbara that he's felt compelled to make videos about that are really good. So you're going to want to see that videos or that channel.
Yeah, make a video coming up about why our airport is the best airport in maybe the world. And yeah, I mean, anything Santa Barbara wise, me and Joe kind of have it covered on YouTube, so feel free to just dive deep. And if there's also a recommendation you have, just let us know. Our numbers are on all these videos, and we really appreciate it when you guys even just text us and say, hey, I saw your video and here's my thoughts, or here's this and that, and here's how we are looking for some help. So reach out to us, guys. We appreciate it.
Definitely. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make it a great one.
See you in the next one. Peace.